Hey, yo, Epps, let these motherfuckers know.
This is the opening credits, the way I start my shit off. We been getting money while these niggas been asleep, dog. I'm so old school and I'm still playing leapfrog. Crawl before you walk, that's really what I'm trying to teach y'all. Y'all niggas and bitches will never learn. If you never have discipline, nigga, you never earn. Stay the fuck away from people who look for the blunt to burn. And know that family and friends always gon' fake like they concerned. And y'all don't know what I've been through. Y'all can't tell me what I can and can't do. I walk through the fire with them Jordan 4s. Still in the game and they still rooting for the boy. Grown man boss, real nigga shit. These niggas fake, man, ain't none really rich. Money, no money, and we don't know y'all. We been really in the trenches, we got niggas on the yard. 23 and 1 and never see the sun. They been in so long, they never seen they sons. And it's the type of shit that we go through. Living on faith, man, and trying to be hopeful. A lot of dreams buried in the cemetery. The game they playing out here, y'all know it's very scary. I keep my heart cold like October to February. I'm trying to hit on every number like I'm Jerry. Go large or go home. I'm in the zone like I'm 2-3. And I'm playing with an attitude. Timberwolves, KG. I talk slick, nigga know that I'm nasty. And when it's wartime, know that we ain't trying to be classy.
Right now, the DJ Epps and Friends Show. Weeknights at 10 p.m. with live turntable mixes and interviews. It's time to turn up your smart device and crank it loud.
Hey, yo, check this out. This your boy Diddy. As we proceed to give you what you need, we are the world famous, the supreme, grand imperial. Hey, yo, Epps, let these motherfuckers know.
Father God, we first want to take this time to say thank you. Thank you for life. Thank you for love. Thank you for those who are tuned in to this live at this moment. We pray, Lord, that whoever is tuned in right now, that you bless them. Allow them to have an enjoyable time. Allow them to be able to come on here and not worry about problems and not worry about what is going on, but we know that you are taking care of it. At this moment, at this time, allow people to feel loved, to feel peace, and to smile and enjoy. For you said, do not be weary of doing good. So I pray that everybody sows good and reaps good, encouraging one another and looking out for one another. In your holy name we pray. Amen. This is DJ Epps and Friends. Let's go.
Yabba dabba dabba doo. What up, everybody? It's your boy DJ Epps, world famous. You know what it is. Welcome to Celebrity Tuesdays on the number one DJ show, Monday to Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern. The DJ Epps and Friends show. On Tuesdays, we have celebrities come through. Whether I just met them or whether they're my friends. Most of the time, they're my friends because they've been supporting me since day one. And gotta appreciate that, man. We gotta appreciate that, all right? Big shout out to everybody that's in the building tonight. Special guest in the building, live and direct, is none other a great artist. A great artist, you know what I mean? A great writer, you know what I mean? A good friend of mine, you know what I mean? Big shout to the homie Ghostwridah, gonna be in the building tonight, man. Shout to Ghostwridah. Like I said, man, it's a great artist and somebody you want to tap in with too, man, if you want to do a feature with him and whatnot. So, you know, we're going to get into that in a little bit. Tonight's show, you already know, live and direct, is also brought to you by my people over there, good people over there at Positivity Water, man. So shout out to everybody that has that alkaline water in their system. If you see this in your local store, please go ahead and pick it up, man. Not only I support that, but, you know, that's me right there. You know what I mean? That's me. That's DJ Envy. That's David Walker. We all, you know what I mean, do what we got to do to make sure everybody is introduced to alkaline water, and that's Positivity Water, all right? So everybody in the building, what's popping, man? Shout out to everybody tuning in right now. I need y'all to do me a favor and share the live. Share the live, share the live, share the live. Also, if you want to buy a badge, go ahead, buy a badge. I definitely appreciate the support. So go ahead and make that happen, all right? Make sure my mic game is all right. Yeah, there we go. All right, man. So big shout out to everybody in the building. Forte, 40 mil was popping. I see you, homie. Who else in the building? Yeah. Swag International magazine in the building was good. You know what I mean? Next week we got a celebrity, a legendary celebrity that's gonna come in the building next week. It's going to be crazy, man. I'm gonna tell you about that later on tonight. After we do the interview with my man Ghostwridah. Now, shout out to everybody that was part of New Music Monday last night. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you're an artist, no, forget that. If you're an artist, you know what I mean. My question is, who's breaking your record? Who is putting the effort to making sure the massive knows your single? Is it that DJ? Is it that radio station? Is it that blogger? Whatever. But I just want to know, because at the end of the day, I need y'all to spread the word and understand that I built this platform in the pandemic and realized that, breaking records is important. It's still important. A lot of people would question why is breaking records still relevant? Yes, it is. Ask DJ Epps, all right? Ask me, all right? Because guess what? Whether I have your music on rotation all month long or you decide to just tap in on New Music Mondays, I'm breaking your music. And you got live comments right here letting you know, they got the fire emojis, they got the rocket ship. They letting you know, basically, your shit is hot. Where else you gonna get that? You know what I mean? Most of y'all, let's be real. Let's keep it 100. Y'all don't got the bag to go to Hot 97, Power 102, the stations in Texas, California, 99 Jams here in Miami. Like, you may not have the bag to you know what I mean? Go do what you got to do. So, I suggest you come over here to New Music Mondays or to the DJ Epps and Friends show and get your music played. All right? That's what we doing out here. So, you know what I mean? Don't play yourself. Like, this is, there's that show for you, man. You know what I mean? And I'm that guy. I'm that guy, all right?
Hey, yo, Epps, let these motherfuckers know.
So, Matthew, what's popping? I see you, man. Yeah, Prez, what's good? Miami in the building for sure. Always supporting me, man. Big shout to Miami, live and direct. We're going to get ready to bring my man Ghostwridah in the building in about less than a minute. But, you know what I mean? I just wanted to stress to you guys, man, like, this is the #1 DJ show on social media. All right, man? Best believe it. All right? Better believe it. Shout to City the Great. He in the building. He could tell you what's up. He's been on the show. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you know what I mean? His music is moving around. You know what I mean? A lot of artists co-sign for him. You know what I mean? On the side, they let me know, yeah, City the Great's that dude. And guess what? I get to play City the Great on Sirius XM. You know what I mean? See how that all works out? It's all about relationship. You already know. All right, man? All right, man. Ghostwridah in the building. Everybody put your hands up, shed alive, make some noise, put the fire emojis, whatever emojis you want to put on for my man Ghostwridah in the building. Let's get to it, man.
Yo.
What's up, sideways nigga? What the hell?
Right, bro.
Damn, you gonna microwave me too now? What the fuck?
I'm trying to get you right on the iPad.
Damn, you gonna upside down me? Damn, nigga, get it right. Tighten up, nigga. Tighten up.
There we go. I'm on the iPad, man. What's up, bro?
Everything good, man. You on the iPad?
Yeah, I'm on the iPad, bro.
Oh, man, that's lovely. Back in the days, man, they wouldn't even let you go live on the iPad, man. You had to be on the phone, you know what I mean? You had to basically be on the phone and be, active on your phone module. But I'm glad you got it working on your iPad, man. Everybody is my man Ghostwridah, man. You see it right there at Ghostwridah. Hit that follow button. Ghost, what up, my man? How you doing, my brother?
Man, I can't complain, man. I'm blessed, man. New single out. You know what I mean? Just coming off a really rough Mother's Day. You know what I mean? But I'm blessed, man. I can't complain, man.
All right,
what's going on with you?
We got a lot of things to talk about, but if you don't mind, let's just, since you mentioned Mother's Day, let's get that part out the way. First of all, we send our condolences to you and the family because I know you lost your mom. recently, and from one friend to another, even through social media, I could tell how hurt you was. Anybody would be hurt if they lose their mom. You know what I mean?
Right.
This it had to be an unusual Mother's Day for you.
Yeah.
Would you like to preach to anybody, how to deal with situations like this? Because I know there's a lot of people that lost their mom as well. You know what I mean? We're not going to discuss how she passed away, but, I just want you to just tell people how to, handle it, how to take care of yourself. Because I see you working out. I see your poetry is even more deeper. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Tell me about how people could get over humps, slowly but surely like this.
To be honest, man, it's not something that you ever get over. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'll ever get over losing my mom, to be honest. She meant too much to me, and I feel like as much time as I've had with her, that it wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like that's something I'll ever be okay with. I'll ever get over. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what I found that when you lose somebody, I think that it's important that you understand that you lose them in the physical. You know what I'm saying? But not in the spiritual sense. And I find what's allowing me to get through the depression issues that I've suffered, and we'll get into that more. What's allowing me to get through my particular issues is just understanding that I have to find ways to keep my mother alive. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't think about her in death. You know what I'm saying? That I have to remember that it's important for me to celebrate her in life, and she left so much behind for me. You know what I'm saying? And in me that I've been able to in turn pass down to my son. So I see her all around me. You know what I'm saying? So I would suggest to anybody that is grieving or possibly in potentially will be in my shoes one day, because we all got to cross that path. I think it's important just to remember, the values that your mom or your parent or whoever it is that you lost, that they instilled in you. You gotta take those things with you every single day, man, and understand that the hurt is never gonna stop. So if you lay down in the bed every day like I did the first 6 months of my mom's passing, it's gonna destroy you. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta realize that the hurt is not gonna stop. It's gonna be there whether you lay in the bed or whether you get up and go to work. So I just chose to get up and just take it with me, you know what I'm saying, and understand how significant it is to understand the space that I'm in mentally and figure out how I can navigate through that. And I think it's just understanding, man, that people are going to pass away, and people that you love, that you care for, they're not here forever. So while they're here, which is the point of my album, it's important. And I know it's cliche to say, but it's important to give people their flowers. Anybody I love, I tell them I love them constantly. You know what I'm saying? So if I rock with you and I love you, or we have an exchange on text messages, I always give people their flowers that I rock with, because you never know. And losing my mom taught me that I could lose anybody at any given time. You know what I'm saying? Because I never thought my mom would leave. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you got to let the people know that, because some people, they I want to say, I guess, hide their pain, and
Right.
they act like it doesn't bother them, and they'll probably say things like she's in a better place and she's watching over me. You know what I mean?
Coping mechanism. That's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just that's just a way for you to cope, to say things to yourself that you think will make you feel better. But you gotta deal with it, Epps. You gotta deal with it. You can't, if you don't deal with what you're going through, it'll deal with you in ways that you might not even be able to recover from. So I learned that it's important for me to deal with whatever I'm going through, and to not try to mask it or not try to hide it, and to find ways to be able to take what I'm going through and turn it into a blessing for other people. And that's why I made the record that I made. You know what I'm saying? So it's just important, man. One of the things I can't stress enough, man, don't bottle those particular issues that you're going through in reference to losing somebody inside. Like, take it with you to work, you know what I'm saying? And put your work in it, you know what I mean? Put your feelings in it, put your emotions in it, give it life, you know what I'm saying? Don't let it just fester and grow inside of you, because it'll kill you too, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Everybody, if you just chimed in, my man Ghostwridah in the building, one of the baddest MCs, one of the great friend, a great artist. You know, he just dropped Meds, man. He just dropped a single on you. We played it last night. We went ham. I saw the fire emojis. You know what I mean? That shit was crazy, man. Ghostwridah, talk to me about the single you just released, Meds.
Man, yeah, Meds was created out of emotional desperation, man. Like that first opening line when you hear me say, like, I went to the doctor, he told me to swallow these pills. Like that was a real situation. Like I went to the doctor, and I'm feeling all of these physical issues in my body, and I'm thinking like, man, something's wrong with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like now isn't the time for me to have a health scare, especially after losing my mom. You know, I want to be here for my sons as long as I possibly can. So, you know, I go to the doctor, and he's like, we run all these tests, and he says, man, you're 100% healthy. And I'm like, well, what's wrong with me? He's like, you're depressed. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, and the first thing he does after he says that, he whips out his notepad. He's like, I'm going to prescribe you. And I'm like, here we go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I had never told, nobody ever told me, I had never had anybody diagnose me with anything, you know what I'm saying? Let alone depression. So when he said that to me, you know, I'm going to prescribe you these pills, I instantly knew that wasn't a direction I was going to take. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew I had to do some real serious spiritual work, you know what I'm saying, and to really dig as deep as I possibly can to find alternatives, because I don't really believe in Western medicine, especially because my mom passed away from cancer, and the way they treated my mom in terms of trying to help her, it's like, it's just a guessing game that it felt like they were playing with my mom, you know what I'm saying, and they tried, but I don't believe in that. So you know, when they prescribed me those pills, I was like, you know what, I have to find a way to get better. So I changed my diet. I started exercising. I started praying. I went on a new spiritual journey. I bought new books. The book I'm reading right now is called The Hidden Messages in Water. If you haven't read that book, it's incredible. But I just went on a new journey, a new self-discovery journey to try to figure out what I had to do naturally to rid myself of what it is that I'm going through. And I did not want to get on meds, because there's a downward spiral to that even a lot of the fans and supporters, after I dropped meds, had spoken to me about, which was like, you get on those medications, right? And it's like, because it feels like business, one thing, it's supposed to support one thing and it breaks another, you know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of individuals who were on meds that downward spiral because they develop such a high dependency on it. And I'm not trying to dispel, you know, whatever you have to do to, you know, to get through whatever you get through. That's your journey. My path was different, but I just felt like I didn't need to take that route. Like I felt like I just needed to go to God and develop a closer spiritual relationship in order for me to get to where I wanted to go and to get better. And it actually worked. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I put myself in a space where, like, okay, I need to figure out how I can get this emotion out. And thankfully, by the grace of God for me, I have this outlet through music, which I'm able to go to the studio, and that's what's kind of been my therapist for these last 15 years of my life, being able to take my pen and pad to the studio and like really right my wrongs or right my heart, you know what I'm saying? So when he gave me that prescription, I thought about it when I got in the car. I'm like, do I really need these? And you know, you got to have discussions with yourself sometimes. I do. I'm like, do I really need? Like, is this something that I absolutely need? Like, what will my mother do? You know what I'm saying? And I went on a new self-discovery journey, bro. And I went to the studio and I made that record. And the first opening line that you get there is went to the doctor. He told me to swallow these pills. And that was the truth. So that's how the Meds record came about. And I made that record in the effort not to, you know, to necessarily just dispel medication, but to let people know that there's other alternatives out there spiritually. Like, there's another journey you could take, but you got to do the work, and you can't be lazy. You got to be willing to actually get out there and fight your way through whatever you're going through. So that's how the record came about. It's produced by 40 Mil. You know, everything I do is in-house at Rebellion Records. My producer at Rebellion. And I just thought it was a great lead record. I had other records I wanted to go with first, but I felt like giving this record to the people first was a more unselfish way for me to turn the music up, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I hear you got that thing, man. Yeah.
Come on, man. It's only right we show people what we talking about, man. People just be like, well, shoot, let me hear it. Well, here it goes. 40, what's popping? I see you out there, boy. Yeah, man. Meds, Ghostwridah, brand new joint. Turn it up. Pay attention, all right?
Went to the doctor, he told me to swallow these pills. That was a week ago, I'm doing better, but somehow it bothered me still. Antidepressants, but they just suppress it and hide everything that you feel. So I just address it and try not to stress it and keep both my hands on the wheel. Don't sip no more liquor, that shit ain't ideal. I'm big in my field, my trigger like wheel. Might slap me a rapper, then back up and chill. Don't at me, then act like you don't know the drill. Like I won't pop out like two tits in Brazil. I'm sick with the skills, I'm nice with my hands. I rep what I make, don't recycle no brands. I often relate to when Michael was 10. The need for acceptance will stifle your plans. And you never land, but you get the club. Why chase after fame if you don't get the love? Why spark up the blunt if you ain't got the plug? And what's MVP if you don't get the dub? I'm walking my truth, I'm raising my seas. I'm dealing with grief, I'm saving the league. I leave out the booth, it's 80 degrees. I'm begging with God, he waving the fees. Wait, tell me how you cope when your mama die. Everything spoke, I personify. Every single loss got a triple A. You see me leave the crib, it's demonetized. Black man taught me how to kill blacks. White man taught me how to colonize. America don't want to see you prosper. Seems all the record deals coming homicides. RIP, all I see, DM follow me. Lions and tigers and phony apologies. Drop so much heat, I might need an anthology. My mouth is deep, so I speak like a prodigy. Beat the misogyny, life is a bitch. I don't bitch, I complain. I'm insightful as shit. All the riches and fame overnight don't mean shit. If you ain't got the guidance of Christ in the mix, I've been nice from the get. Even knife for the stick. I'ma stick to my guns. I'ma right till I'm rich. I'ma fight for my son on that cycle is fixed. Ain't no way I'ma run. I'm too spiteful to quit. I need you and you and you to see me succeed. All that hating on me planted a seed. Fuck the bait and I gon' smoke like I'm Creed. Now bring this bottle in and let that bitch breathe. Hold up. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, yo, Epps, let these motherfuckers know.
I don't wanna know my pain no more. No guilt, no stress, no shame no more. Heal myself, can't break me down. Let the sunshine ain't no rain no more. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Me too, Primo.
Yeah, yeah. I don't wanna know my pain no more. No guilt, no stress, no shame no more. Heal myself, can't break me down. Let the sunshine ain't no rain no more.
How's that brand new Mets? My man Ghostwridah in the building. Yeah, listen, man, your pen game is crazy. It's different.
Thank you,
know
brother.
what I mean?
Thank you, brother.
And when you get spiritual on the ads, most of the spiritual time I notice it's on your own records, of course. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Which is a good thing. But from one friend to another, you make other dope records. You know what I mean? Don't let certain things take over your energy. I understand, you know, what's going on, but I'm pretty sure your mom would want you to keep up the pace. You know, you was always destined to do.
Absolutely, brother.
You know what I mean? For example, man, remember how we started with Huddle?
I remember. Absolutely.
Okay, everybody, let me just paint the picture, man. My guy calls me up and says, yo, you know, and this is, of course, before his mom passed away, you know. He called me up and said, Epps, man, you know, I'm done writing for a lot of people. I need to take care of myself. I need to do for me and so on. And I'm ready to put out a new record. And I said, so what do you want to do? He showed me a couple of records. And Huddle was the one that stood out to me. And he agreed. He was like, yes, that's the one I was thinking about putting out too. So he ended up putting it out. And this was around the pandemic time, right? In the beginning of the pandemic, correct?
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So as I did my thing, like I always do, and just like I announced earlier, this is what we do the show for. We help break records.
Right.
Yo, I went in so hard with that record on my side, and Ghostwridah went in so hard on him, on his social media and what he had to do in the streets with Huddle, that it made me proud to see Huddle on ESPN playing on a
Right.
on a vibe, on a section, and the instrumental while it was talking on it. I was like, wow, look at that.
Man. Yeah.
Dwayne Wade played it in one of his stories, and Ghost, that made me proud. Like I was like, you know, not only Ghost did that, but I did that. You know what I mean?
Right.
What I'm trying to teach the people that breaking records is still alive. You just got to go to the right person, the right DJ, and that's what happens. And that Huddle record, till this day, is a great record. You know what I mean? And I just don't want you to lose that type of energy. I want you to continue on, and I'm pretty sure your mom wants you to continue on.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
Are we?
I appreciate that, and I thank you, you know, for just for always. This has been years in the making, our relationship, bro. We got to be almost 20 years in. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time, and I just want to say thank you, bro, for never, you know, for always being you, bro. You never changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I was always able to call you no matter how much your career excelled and how well you did. Like, you always remained the same brother, you know what I'm saying? And I was always able to pick up the phone and call you, and you always answer, more importantly. You know what I mean? When a lot of DJs did it, you know what I'm saying? So like now it's easy to pick up the phone for me now, you know what I'm saying? Because they see the level of things that I have going on, and everybody will answer their call, you know what I'm saying? But it's what matters is when I called you during the pandemic, when I was coming back and I had nothing going on, you know what I'm saying? And I just believed in my music, and I knew that it was going to get where it needed to go. But thank you just for being that individual, bro, always. So I just wanted to say that, give you your flowers, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man. And definitely, if anybody knows my journey and know what I was going through in the pandemic, I was going through something heavy, and you was there for me. You know what I mean? And you know, you make sure I was, you know, you was talking to me and making sure I was okay, and I appreciate that as well, man. So you know, that's my guy, man. All right. So let's talk about Rebellion.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Talk to me about Rebellion. What does the massive need to know about Rebellion? What is Rebellion about?
You see all those rockets in the comment? Those are all my guys, by the way. It's a lot of rockets there. You know what I'm saying? That's the symbol for our label. But man, I started Rebellion Records in 2019. Like I had obviously, you know, I had gone through my share of deals. You know what I'm saying? And I had a couple. You know what I'm saying? And my last big situation was at Po' Boy, and then I got offered a situation by Warner after that. But I knew, but my son was on the way. So, you know, I'm like, you know what, I had decided to take a break, man, and step away because I had gone through so much, you know what I'm saying, in the music business. Like, you know, above all, this shit will burn you out, you know what I'm saying? And I just needed a break, you know what I'm saying? So I took a break. And when I actually decided to come back to music after putting in the work that I had to put in with my son, because he took precedence over everything, like, you know. But I felt like it was time for me to actually resurface, man, because I know that what I have to say is needed, and I know that God has a calling and a purpose on my life. You know what I'm saying? I know that the music is my vehicle. You know what I'm saying? To an even bigger platform, whatever that may be. But when I came back, I knew that I had been through so much with multiple record labels, and shout out to Po' Boy, and you know, we just, you know, everybody ended up going their separate ways, and E-Class went to new business, and so I got nothing negative to say about them, but I just had my share of issues. And you know, when I was at Po' Boy, I don't know if you remember, but I had a Rock Nation deal on the table with Jay-Z. I had a situation with Epic. I had a situation with Atlantic. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple of really big situations with Capital too, but it didn't materialize because the business wasn't, you know, I guess wasn't handled the way it should have been. I mean, I guess, and I knew what I didn't want ever again. So me going through what I've gone through with different labels, like I knew what not to do as a record label. You know what I'm saying? I knew what I didn't want and what I didn't want to see. So I just created I created my dream label. You know what I'm saying? Like, I created something based off brotherhood and trust and not money. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that I brought onto this label, I prayed for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I prayed for and I prayed over. I don't do business with people that my spirit doesn't align with. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that's here in the label, all of those guys you see in the chat, you know what I'm saying, that some aren't here. These are all guys that I promise you I prayed for, and God, you know, delivered and brought to me. You know what I'm saying? So I built this label in 2019. I knew that I wanted to have a dope creative department, a dope marketing department. I wanted to have producers that I didn't have to go doing the Miami thing, which is, yo, I need beats, and you running behind producers, and producers, not being serious about what they do, or trying to overcharge you. I was just always something with Miami, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
But, to circumvent that, or just to get around all of that, the BS, I said, you know what, I'm going to start my own. Everything that I felt like another man could give me, I'm going to develop and give myself, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have to ask nobody for nothing. I don't have to be at anybody's beck and call. I don't have to worry about production or music videos. So I built a film company. We need videos, so we built Rebellion Films. We need production, so we built a production house. You know what I'm saying? We needed creative art and design, so we built that with Rebellion. We wanted our own clothing company, so we built Rocket by Rebellion. We wanted our own magazine. We started Creative Digital Magazine. Giselle is in the comments right now, so she's the editor-in-chief over there. So we started our own magazine. Like anything that I would have to ask somebody for that they could potentially tell me no, I'm like, I'll build my own, and I'll build it bigger and better than what you ever did. You know what I'm saying?
And let me ask you something. So the things that you mentioned, like Atlantic Records and Epic and so on, like for anybody that doesn't know the game, or even some young ones that's coming up and trying to figure it out, what would you say not to fall for? What not to get fooled by, because some cats won't read contracts correctly. They won't hire an attorney. But if you're smart enough yourself and you could tell, hey, nah, this is not it.
Right.
It's not
right.
it. What would you advise some of these upcoming artists to be careful with?
I mean, I think now is a better time than any to not necessarily have to depend on the major machines. And it's great to have one. But what I would say is just, and it's tough to say this to this generation, man, because cloud is their currency. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's very tough. What up, Cash? I see you. Cloud is the new currency for this generation. So the thing is, they want to be popular more than they want longevity. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely strongly recommend that we bring back artist development, you know what I'm saying? So that artists can understand exactly what it means to actually be a true artist, to have media training, to know how to speak, to know how to understand the significance of having the right team around you, a sub team around you, to check the record label, to make sure the record label is doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's a larger discussion than just saying what not to fall for. It's just actually letting you know how to conduct yourself as a human being. And motherfuckers just don't have basic training today, bro. Like the smallest shit, you know what I'm saying? Like just the smallest, most simplest thing. Like, you talk to these artists, they have no clue, because all they care about is being posted on these blogs and going live, and, you know what I'm saying? And looking like, they got more money than they actually have. So I just think not falling for the hype of the industry and actually understanding, what business you're getting into. Whatever you're going to do, dog, if you graphic designing, if you designing clothes, if you DJing, study the art, man, and don't just jump into that bitch head first. Because you know what happens when you jump in the car and you can't drive? You crash, my nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I posted something from a comment from, the boss Rose off of Drink Champs, and he was just talking about independent or majors. You know what I mean?
I saw that.
What's your thought on that?
I mean, Epps, you see anybody here in these comments who follow me and know what I do, you see when I do a rollout, when I drop, like, it's extensive. Like, I go in. Mm-hmm. If you just follow me today, you would not know that I was an independent artist that was signed to my own record label, because my shit looked major. You know what I'm saying? It looks major.
Right.
It looks my rollouts look better than some major record label releases.
Facts.
And so it's tough to say, because it depends on what you're looking for. Like, if you want to, if you're okay with, with having 15, 20 hands in your pocket at all times, you know what I'm saying? If you're okay with taking smaller pieces of the pie, like, then, take a major situation, because, there are pros and cons to everything. There are pros and cons to being independent. This shit is hard. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have, like, when my releases come out, I'm at the laptop between me and a couple team members all night till 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is not. I'm not gonna paint this shit like because we have more control that it's peaches and cream. It's not. It's challenging. But my nigga, ain't nothing that is worth having comes easy, bro. You know what I'm saying? So my particular take is if I can get a partnership, right? Like if we could do a partnership, and that's my goal. My goal is to take myself and each and every one of my artists after this year and after we make the run that we make. And if you pay attention to what I'm doing, I've been dropping like every fucking week. Like my goal is to take what I've done and take my situation over to possibly, now I don't necessarily say to a major, but to a situation where somebody can then partner with us to be able to do what we do, because we already got everything we need. You know what I'm saying? Like all we missing is $100 million check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we could do what we need to do, and we're doing it right now on our own. So it ain't.
What if that partner wanted to basically own your pubs and most of your work for because at the end of the day, a partner is also an investor,
right?
And they're gonna be looking for that money back. You know what I mean?
Right.
And what if they come to you and they, that the first situation y'all do is like they need to own most of your publishing and stuff? How do you feel about that?
I mean, I would say that the investor, he's looking for the wrong ship. That's a dictatorship, not a partnership. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna come in and like control, you know what I'm saying, everything that that I built. I think that if you believe in the brand, right, and obviously there's gonna have to be some give and take, right? But if you believe in the brand and you believe in what it is that I've accomplished and what I can accomplish, I think that we can come to greater terms than me giving you, and a piece of the publishing is no problem. Like, here's the thing, nothing from nothing leaves nothing, my dog. My mama always told me that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be okay with giving something up. You know what I'm saying? And that's all right. If you're putting in X amount of work, then you should be compensated. And it's just the terms that you agree to when it comes to that compensation. You know what I'm saying? But I have no problem sharing any pieces of the pie with anybody.
Right. If you just chimed in, man, shout out to everybody on my Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitch. Of course, my family here on Instagram, man. This is my guy, Ghostwridah. Hit him up at Ghostwridah, man. Great guy. Hit that follow button. Before we continue this vibe, I got to just do something right quick.
He bought his book in. And he just started spitting that shit. He spit it in the room first, but everybody must have been about 10 of us in there.
Let me tell you something. Ghostwridah is one of
like silent in the
best lyricists I ever met personally.
Thank you,
and I'm
brother.
glad to be his friend. All right, pay attention.
Man, it was crazy.
My mama passed away, that shit was taxing on my soul. So this ain't just a rap, it's more like captions for the lows. See, when you hide your negatives, they often get exposed. So with me, you get the cons just as much as all the pros. I'm a mic checker, prime time, the high stepper. A one-up-one, none of these rappers in my necker. The woods, I don't see no niggas like Tribeca. You know deep in your spirit, you never could fly next to a flow of this caliber. Done looking for challengers, cause when I get to dropping, niggas dodge around the calendars. I'm God's chosen, a humble servant, a black Jesus.
MC Search, we see you in the building, Search. What up? Legendary MC Search, what up?
The bars trash, the skills lacking, it's all meager. Check it. If it's a spade, I'ma call it. We standing on our talents, ain't no question who the tallest. I'm trying to buy the palace, no disruptions till like August. We barely on the gram, and when I'm rich, I might dissolve it. I'm jogging around this bass drum. I'm my mama's son, she the person I got my faith from. Hollows in this gun, you just itching to make me waste one. Fake retire daily, like lately I'm on my mace run, so I pick up the pace. I'm fighting demons, these battles going the distance. The recipe for winning is calculated persistence. I stay about they face, all they see me like I'm the Pistons. Rebellion in this bitch, name I labeled after resistance, nigga. I'm about my business, Yahweh as my witness. Call my name and watch how fast I pull up like it's fitness. Unashamed, cause every L I took felt like a scrimmage. So fuck your chain, I'd rather give them pain instead of gimmicks. Ain't no timid, just lieutenants. I don't bend on no percentage. Somehow always in their mouth, you think my zipper was the dentist. In the midst of all this new shit, I'm just trying to get you finished. But it's hard to keep it conscious when that Lambo pull up tinted. If it's rented, I ain't tripping, just put cap in your description. Nigga, fuck your top 5 and all your corny ass predictions. It's rebellion.
One of those perfect sessions.
Hell yeah, Rebellion Records, man, they in here, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. We see you, man. Barbie was good. 5280 Mystic out of Denver, Colorado in the building. Prez was popping. Cash, I see you. And Cash, it's brothers, all right? I'm your brother too, all right? It's brothers, all right? We in here, Cash. I see you, my bro. Fury HD was popping. Who else? Solo Matthew. Yeah. They in here, man. Summer Jeffrey was good. They in here, man. Yeah, just tap in. It's my man Ghostwridah in the building, man. Told you Celebrity Tuesdays. You know, we bring you know, the best of the best on Tuesdays right here to vibe out with your boy DJ Epps. Ghost, you recently linked up with Red Bull. Talk to me about that.
Man, super dope situation, man. I know some really incredible people over there, man. And the opportunity was presented, you know what I'm saying, for me to do an interview, a piece. And you know, I got some really great questions to ask. I don't know, I'm sure you read the interview. I ain't gonna ask you that. But I got some really great questions that were asked, that were thrown at me, and I was able to answer them. And I was just very, very proud, man, to be a part of that, you know what I'm saying? Because I had never, you know, I didn't know that Red Bull occupies such a big space in music culture, you know what I'm saying? And,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And my girl Gigi, she's doing some amazing things over there as well too. So it's just having relationships and people that really believe in you and what you're doing. And I was just very, very, very fortunate, man, just to, you know, to have the relationship that I have. And I'm super blessed, bro. Like, that's all I can say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. This guy made me laugh with the bucket hat challenge over here. You know what I mean? You didn't get the memo? Everybody, if you're watching, you better have a bucket hat on.
That's crazy, Epps. How we boy? That's crazy.
Yeah, Red Bull is definitely in the music industry, and I am proud to be a Red Bull South regional champion. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean?
Of course
Red Bull came to Miami, and they did the Red Bull 3-star challenge championship, and it was at Live, and I won, became the champion here, and you know, got to advance to Las Vegas and so on. So, you know, big shout to Red Bull, and they do great things, man. And I was so happy to see you on there as well.
Thank you.
That was definitely dope. So what's after Meds? What's going on with after Meds? Like, what else is in the plans? What's in the works?
Man, so I don't know if you I mean, obviously I know you've been paying attention. I've been dropping consistently since my campaign started. That freestyle that you played was the start of the campaign. So
Bonita.
Yeah, the Bonita freestyle, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Q-Tip. Q-Tip sent me some beats too. Incredible, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Q-Tip from a Tribe Called Quest just recently sent you some beats.
I got beats.
What was it, because of Bonita, or just something that was bound to happen? Relationship?
No, that's actually because of Smitty. Smitty is doing some really amazing things with Dre out in LA, and Smitty was like, oh, yeah. Q-Tip he had a new situation at a label, and yeah, man, like, you know, Smitty, like, oh, you need to listen to this dude, man, you know, and you know, same thing that happened with LL with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you remember, I got that call 4:00 in the morning. You know, my guy hit me 4 in the morning. I was like, yo, LL want to hear some joints. You know what I'm saying? Because you played the record, and he shared it on his story. So it's just same type of situations like that. Just having people that believe in me, that press play. All you gotta do. My motto is this: I've never had one person press play on any of my records and then turn around and not become a fan. You know what I'm saying? So,
man, I remember that. Damn, you reminded me about that, man. That made me so proud as well. And you got to understand, man, like, you know, this right here really means something to me. There's like, yo, Epps, you know, the pandemic is over. You know, you're going to continue this live stuff? Hells yeah. All the other DJs, they're outside. Like, who else is doing this? For me to break a record and the next, you know, LL repost it and say, yo, I you know, that boy Ghostwridah, I want to link. Yeah, that's amazing to me, because you never know who's watching or listening.
Facts. That's right. And you got to be ready at all times. I got that call 4:00 in the morning. because LA time is different. You know, it's 3 hours. So
Right.
It was 4 a.m. and I hopped right up. You know what I'm saying? I sent it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know they ride around in the car, and you know my man was like, "Yo, LL, I want to hear some shit." You know what I'm saying? You gotta send some records. And I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. No questions asked, because I know that that's also attached to your name too. You know what I'm saying? So relationships are important. Like, so whatever I do or don't do, it falls on me, but it also goes back to you too, because you're the one who played it and you're the one who vouched for me. So yeah, man.
That's fucking dope, man. And let's talk about some of the people you help in the industry. You know what I mean? Like, let's not get it twisted, man. There's names that you done, you put the pen out for them. You know what I mean? And,
yeah.
And let's run through them. Like, let it be known. Like, you know, beat your chest. Let that shit be known.
Some records I can talk about, and some I can't. My biggest situation was working on Detox with Dre. That was the most incredible moment for me, because I learned so much, and I think I was premature in that situation too. Like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like in a space where I still couldn't, but as I was writing, I remember when he played the records for me to write to, and of course he gave me like the Southern shit to write to. I wanted to write to that like shit I grew up on. He gives me the like, you know, shit Green Lantern had produced. Shout out to Green Lantern too. But yeah, I did that. I wrote "Convert Me" for Trina. That's out. It's an older record. I wrote a record called 646 that was supposed to be for Dre and Game 2. That never landed. We did a hook for Nas called "Look What I Became" for Green Lantern. You know what I'm saying? Summer said she sang the chorus for that. That didn't land, so for some other reasons, I guess, for whatever was going on with him, and you know, and like he at the time, he just stopped working. But yeah, man, I've done some significant things, man. I've done records with, you know, with Diggy Simmons when he first came in. He hit me for some joints. I've done records with Diggy, with Freeway, Paul Wall. You know what I'm saying? Man, you name it, bro. You know, my biggest regret of not following through is not working with Childish Gambino. I had a really dope situation, you know, on the table to work with him, but I blew it, just being in my own head. And I was, you know, at the time I was in such a great space that I kind of, he was like, oh, he's the guy from 30 Rock. So you know what I'm saying? I didn't really take his artistry serious. So he just took that another level, and it was a lesson learned. But yeah, I work with a lot of dope people, man. A lot of great producers too, man.
Let people know that it's all right to have a ghostwriter. Like, you know, it's all right to have well, nowadays we don't call them ghostwriters, we just call them writers,
collaborators or contributors, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Let people know it's okay to have that, because you know it's only just gonna help elevate your career, your skills, you know what I mean, and so on.
Yeah, I think that sometimes like certain people are just called to do certain things, man, and to be honest, you have a lot of artists that are superstars and multimillionaires right now that, you know, that all they have to do is get a choreographer and dance, and that's all they have to do, because they're individuals who, like myself, that are in place. Also, I did, speaking of Cardi, I did a record that was supposed to be for Cardi and Cardi and who was it? Shakira, for my man, one of my guys, and that would have been a huge situation too. That was so big, but you know, another issue that didn't fall the way we wanted to. But yeah, it is absolutely okay to have contributors, and you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, I think people gave Drake a hard time about that whole Quentin Miller situation, because I think that if you going to like lay a claim to being one of the greatest ever, then you're off limits for accepting writing. You know what I'm saying? You can't have that conversation about being the GOAT or being one of the greatest ever, and then, you know, you have assistance with your pen. That I feel like in hip hop, you know what I'm saying? But if you Puff, you know, like, you know, our boy Diddy don't mind. If you know what I'm saying, Timberland don't mind. Snoop don't mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Snoop, you can write for Snoop as well. Like, there's certain artists that don't mind, and it's okay if you're collaborating. It took, man, over 20 people to work on Thriller. Thriller's one of the greatest albums of all time. You know what I'm saying?
Who cares if I don't write rhymes? I write checks.
Right. Yeah, but I'm always insert my pen, you know what I mean, when I can. You know what I mean? I've been in some really great spaces and been fortunate, blessed, you know, to work with a lot of great artists, man. And, And wherever I can insert my pen, you know what I'm saying, I will. And I, you know what I mean, I don't have no problem helping any artist, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not a problem whatsoever. It's a part of the game. This collaboration is necessary. You don't look at one single album, turn it around, and there's one name. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna make that claim again in hip hop and say you one of the best and make claim to, you know, to that GOAT chair, then you out of the discussion if you accepted bars for people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Definitely. Everybody, man, if you just chimed in, my man Ghostwridah in the building, man, it just dropped a lot of gems. You know, and he expressed how he's feeling and where he's going and so on, man. If you ever need to get a feature from my guy Ghostwridah, if you ever need a writer, hit up my man Ghostwridah. If you ever want to just, you know, just vibe, and this is the guy right here, man.
Yes,
sir. Great friend, great artist. You know, and Ghost. One thing I have to just say, man, thank you for being a friend, man, and you said it, 20 years plus.
Right.
And, you know, a lot of friends tend to drop the ball. Masks tends to fall off.
Right.
You know, especially in hard times.
Mm-hmm.
You was never that dude. You never showed an ounce of that. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that because times like this era alone, it's you know, you always knew me to hold my own and roll dolo and so on.
Absolutely.
It stays like that. It stays like that because, man, you know, it's hard to trust a lot of people. You know what I mean? Most of these people that's in my comments, I really enjoy having them here. You know what I mean? I respect them because they was there from the beginning in the pandemic all the way to now. And
right.
I don't even have a soul friend that I used to go to high school with or I grew up with, or, you know what I mean? You know, we done so much. They haven't been in the comments. So that just tells you the type of world we live in. So, you know, just want to say thank you for being a friend.
Nah, man, listen, blood don't make you family, bro. Loyalty does, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm gonna forever be in here and show up. I show up whether I got in your, you know that all the time, whether I have something to promote or not. I'll just pop in if I'm free and just show love, buy a badge or throw some rockets up, you know what I'm saying? Just because a body, like, even though you might have 500-600 people on the live stream, but seeing your brother in there, like, you know what I'm saying, who has a ton of shit to do, but still thought it was not robbery to stop by and just to show some love, that goes a long way. To see me in the comments, you know what I'm saying, or vice versa. If I was doing something to see you in the comments, you know what I'm saying? So support is important, you know what I'm saying? And it's important that you know, that we show our face, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's for 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever, just show your brother that, yo, like, you my dog and I roll with you and whatever you got going on, I'm gonna pop in and I'm gonna support, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Everybody, man, follow my guy at Ghostwridah. He in the building, man. Ghost, man, thank you for stopping by Celebrity Tuesday. It's been an honor. Like I said, you know, longtime friend, great artist, and just want to say thank you for rolling through today, man. And whatever you need, keep them freestyles up, send them over. If them other DJs ain't playing it, you don't even gotta hesitate to even.
Nah,
right?
love. Hey, Epps, listen, we got the new single dropping next month already. I have a whole different formula for the way I release music now. So it's gonna be freestyles in between single, freestyles in between single, and then we dropping the album in the summertime. So stay tuned. You know what I mean? We got a lot of good shit coming.
I don't want to just play the freestyles. I want to be more involved with the freestyles. I want to go back to my doo-wop DJ Clue.
Let's do a tape.
Days, you know what I mean? All right, say no more.
Let's do the tape.
I'm gonna set that up.
I'm serious.
I got you. Ghost, man, have a good night, my brother. You know, love you, love the family. You know what I mean?
Too,
tell
bro.
40 I said what's up. Tell the whole Rebellion family I said what's up. And you know, holla, yeah, I see them. Yeah, and holla anytime, man. All right?
Hey, man, love, man. I can't wait to come back, bro. Appreciate everything, man. God bless you, brother.
You already know. Ghostwridah in the building. Yeah.
Yup.
Word up, man. Live and direct. My man Ghostwridah passing through right here on Celebrity Tuesdays. Hey, man, I hope you learned something. I hope you got some gems out of what he said. You know, if you didn't know Ghostwridah, now you know him, man. It's a great artist, talented guy. You know what I mean? Next Celebrity Tuesday, man. Cool Rock Ski from the Fat Boys is coming to the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, this year we celebrating 50 years of hip hop. You know what I mean? Some people it doesn't mean nothing, but it does mean a lot to a lot of people. So this Tuesday, you know, unfortunately, he's the only Fat Boy alive. From the Fat Boys, Cool Rock Ski is gonna be on the show this Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern, and I'm going to need you guys to be in the building and come celebrate 50 years of hip-hop with me and Cool Rock Ski. This is going to be a 50 years celebrating hip-hop edition, and Cool Rock Ski will be in the building. All right, man? Shout out to my girl Samantha. Shout out to my man City the Great and everybody else, all right? Cool Rock Ski coming next Tuesday, Celebrity Tuesdays, right here on the DJ Epps and Friends show. All right, once again, the show is brought to you by Positivity Water. We appreciate everybody that's stopping by the store and just picking up some Positivity Water. You just feeling positive in your life. You need that alkaline water in your life. Pick up the Positivity Water. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. All right, man. Once again, we want to thank Ghostwridah for coming through today. And you know, we're going to jump on. Oh, by the way, next, we're going to be on the turntables tomorrow. Live and direct, all right? And, you know, Thursdays, we got Indie Thursdays, so we got some things happening, all right? So please, 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 please pull up on me on the #1 DJ Epps and Friends show right here, Monday to Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern, live and direct for you and yours, all right, man? All right, man, have a good night, everybody. Have a blessed night. Please, 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 please be safe. Hit my DM if you want to be part of the show, whether you want to be interviewed, if you want to be part of New Music Mondays, if you want your music on rotation all month long, hit me up, all right, man? Bring that good energy. All I say is bring that good energy. Have a good night, everybody. DJ Epps, Young Wildin'.
DJ Epps got that good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency. I'm talking higher G-O-D. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good energy. I don't need no negativity.